Good afternoon, my dear students. Sorry that I could not come with the program yesterday because of certain technical reasons, but today we are going to discuss February 18 and 19 dated the Hindu. Welcome to the program. I think you have already read the newspapers. I take it for granted that you have already read the newspapers and you are awaiting analysis of them as well as a few questions from me. Reading of the newspaper is essential for success in competitive examinations. I would like to request all those people who have cleared the State Bank of India Probationary Officers Prelims examination, mains exam, and who are awaiting interviews. There will be classes from Monday onwards at ICD's Tevalli campus. So those ICDians who have cleared the mains examination of the State Bank of India's recently concluded probation officer examination may immediately contact ICD's office. We are available at 0474-279-7297 and register your name. The classes would begin at 10 o'clock for the interview sessions. You are very close to a job, very close to getting a job, so do not take them lightly. The interview is very important. Group discussions will be there. We shall be providing classes for both interviews and GDs. So please make sure that you make use of it. Of course, this is limited to students of ICD. You may please contact ICD's office. Those who are from faraway places, we shall help you get an accommodation near the campus. So we shall start. The Hindu dated February 18 and 19 will be covered today. Nikita Jacob gets 3-week transit anticipatory bail. Case against Priya Ramani, the journalist, rejected. These are the major headlines of the Hindu dated February 18. Nikita Jacob gets 3-week transit anticipatory bail. Bombay High Court has granted transit anticipatory bail for 3 weeks to advocate Nikita Jacob in connection with climate campaigner Greta Thunberg's toolkit related to farmers' protests. We have amply discussed this event in the previous analysis, so you may please go through them. We know what the toolkit controversy is. Greta Thunberg, the international climate campaigner, she was aided by a few activists from India, and the government's charge is that they misled the social media, using social media platform, misled the public using social media platform, and that is why cases of sedition and inciting riots are charged against these people. In anticipation of an arrest, Ms. Nikita Jacob approached the Bombay High Court, and Bombay High Court duly granted her an anticipatory bail, transit anticipatory bail. Case against Priya Ramani rejected. This is a case related to sexual harassment against the former Union Minister M.J. Akbar. A Delhi court threw out a criminal defamation case filed by former Union Minister M.J. Akbar against journalist Priya Ramani for her tweets accusing him of sexual harassment. Ms. Priya Ramani had tweeted that she was sexually harassed by M.J. Akbar, journalist and former minister. The woman has a right to put her grievance at any platform of her choice and even after decades, says the additional Chief Metropolitan Magistrate Ravindra Kumar Pandey, while accepting Ms. Ramani's argument that she spoke out against Mr. M.J. Akbar after 2 decades of indecent incident in public interest and for public good. Okay. The first question is given to you. India is sending COVID vaccines to more than 75 countries under the scheme named Vaccine Diplomacy, Vaccine Hub, Vaccine Maitri, Vaccine Partner, and none of these. Good afternoon, my dear students. Good afternoon, everybody. Please answer this question. The first one from me. The time is up. Immediately answer. Very good. The third option is correct. It is Vaccine Maitri. Vaccine Maitri is the scheme under which government is sending vaccines to various countries. We know that India is the pharmaceutical hub of the world, and our position as drug manufacturer is well known, and we are sending vaccines to 75 countries. India to gift 2 lakh vaccines doses to UN peacekeepers. India announced a gift of 2 lakh doses of vaccines to United Nations peacekeeping forces on Wednesday. Listen, this is another tribute to the UN peacekeepers from India. We are sending 2 lakh doses of vaccines to United Nations peacekeeping forces. We know that United Nations peacekeeping forces are on mission to various countries, war-torn nations, to maintain peace in those places. United Nations peacekeeping forces are working, and to them India is sending 2 lakh doses of vaccines. The second question is given to you. The union government has approved the production linked incentive scheme to telecom sector with an outlay of dash crore. Again important, very important, very important. It was recently that the government of India announced production linked incentive scheme to telecom sector. We know that Indian government wants India to be a manufacturing hub of telecom or communication related instruments. As a part of it, the government of India introduced production linked incentive scheme. The second question, option number 4 is correct. It is 12,195 crore. This is the allocation for telecom sector's production linked incentive scheme. Very important question. Question number 3, pick out the most correct with regard to the performance linked incentive scheme, PLI scheme announced for the telecom industry. The scheme aims to make India a global hub for manufacturing telecom equipment. The scheme will begin from April 1, 2021. The scheme is expected to lead an incremental production of about 2.4 lakh crore with exports of 2 lakh crore. The scheme is expected to bring rupees 3,000 crore worth investment. The core component of the scheme is to offset the import of telecom equipment worth more than 50,000 crore. So India is importing telecom equipment worth 50,000 crore. Once India become a manufacturing hub and export hub, we can save our valuable foreign exchange. Please read which is the most correct. All the above, all except E, all except B, all except B and E, and none of these. Let the answers come very quickly. Very important question. The production linked incentive scheme to telecom industry is going to be very, very, very important. I require answers very quickly. Please don't make me wait for long. Yes, please. Okay, I am proceeding with my answer. It is all the above. Rujik, you are correct. Gauri, you are correct. First option. So all are very important. Please read all. This is how questions are asked these days for your exams. A lot of information will be given, and you got to make sure you got to pinpoint everything. And once a Government of India scheme is announced, immediately you should know what that scheme is all about. It is not just the name or the amount of money which are important. Everything regarding the scheme will become all of a sudden very important. Question number 4, the PLI plan, production linked incentive plan explained above, for inclusion of MSMEs, the minimum investment threshold has been kept as. So if any MSME, medium, small and micro, small and medium enterprises, if they are to get the incentive, benefit of incentive scheme, the threshold limit of investment is what? Anjana says it is 2, second option 10 crore. The answer is 10 crore, very correct answer is 10 crore. For others it is 100 crore. For MSMEs it is 10 crore, for others it is rupees 100 crore. MSMEs will get 1% higher incentive. MSMEs will get 1% additional incentive also. So the threshold limit is 10 crore for MSMEs, for others it is 100 crore, and 1% additional incentive is proposed for MSMEs for 3 years, first 3 years. So it is a great bonanza for MSMEs under PIL scheme. Very, very important. Whenever Government of India scheme is announced, things become very important. That is going to be a sure shot for the exams to come. Cabinet approves PLI's plan for telecom. The Union Cabinet approved production linked incentive scheme for telecom sector with an outlay of 12,195 crore. The scheme, which aims to make India a global hub for manufacturing equipment, is expected to lead an incremental production of about 2.4 lakh crore with exports of about 2 crore. So production will be 2.4 lakh crore expected production, and India is expected to export up to 2 lakh crore over next 5 years. And the scheme will attract more than 3,000 crore as expected by the government. So all telecom equipments will be produced within India. Customer premises equipment, Internet of Things, access devices, other wireless equipments, enterprise equipment such as switches and routers, all these are going to be manufactured within India. We know that the dependency of the world on Chinese equipments is very high, and it is a great opportunity for India. India has the talent, India has the potential, and India can definitely become a great manufacturing hub which will improve the employment level of this country. China blocked mass IPO over political links. Jack Ma's company, the Ant Group, has been proposing the world's biggest IPO, initial public offerings. The world's biggest IPO was proposed to by Jack Ma's company. We know that Jack Ma has not been in good terms with the Chinese political authorities for the past few months. He was silenced by the Chinese political authorities, and of late the reports say that the government has blocked what would have been the record breaking initial public offerings by billionaire Jack Ma's Ant Group. The problems cited by the government are that the IPO has benefited a few political powers in China. Slow on safety. Madhya Pradesh bus crash shows that the accident pandemic is not waning. Listen, silly accidents cause heavy death toll in India, and the story still continues. And it's quite unfortunate that in India many people lose their lives through accidents which could have been avoided. India's Road Safety Month launched on January 18 as an extended from the annual Road Safety Week for greater impact. Every year we used to conduct a Road Safety Week, but this was extended to a Road Safety Month this time. For greater impact has concluded with a bus accident in Madhya Pradesh that claimed 51 lives. We reported this in the last class of analysis of ours, and that was even asked as a question. The Siddhi district in Madhya Pradesh and Patna village. Patna village in Siddhi district of Madhya Pradesh, in that village 50 people lost their lives when a bus carrying them skidded off to a canal. Quite unfortunate, and that is what the Hindu comments today. Traffic crash injuries and disabilities, 1% of world's vehicle but 11% of road accidents. India accounts for 1% of the world's vehicle but accidents 11% of the road accidents. So that exposes how weak traffic safety is in India. An ambiguous levy. The proposed tax on PF income has its logic, but operational details need a revisit. Recently in the budget, the finance minister said that provident fund contributions above 2.5 lakhs and interest accrued them will be taxable, and the reason that she cited was perfect, because provident fund is a social security scheme and it is a deferred payment social security scheme, but under the guise of the social security scheme the super rich are saving money and they are not supposed to give taxes on income from provident fund, but that is limited with the latest government decision. And Hindu says that the idea is perfect and it is commendable and it is logical, but certain revisits are required on the operational front of the scheme. Pangong disengagement will be completed in 2 to 3 days. This too we discussed. Pangong So Lake, both the armies were face to face at Pangong Lake. Now both the armies have decided, both Indian and Chinese armies have decided to move away from Pangong So Lake, and this disengagement will take 2 to 3 days, says the official. Fifth question is given to you. According to the new education policy, NEP, it is not new, it was declared last year. Public investment in education sector will be increased to -% of GDP. It is also very, very important. Is it 4.43, 3.25, 5.5, 7.5 or 6? Meaning what percent of GDP will be spent on education in the public sector, the public investment, meaning government investment in education. What is the target? What is the target? That is a question. Yes, please Yes, Nikhil, you are correct, it is 6%. It is 6%. Meaning if the GDP is 100, 6 should be spent on education, in public sector education. It is presently 4.43 and government wants to increase it to 6%. That is a question, very important. Hindu, February 19, a few questions. Rail roko by farmers passes off peacefully, and Chris Morris became the costliest signing Indian IPL history on when few people were roped in by different IPL teams. So he overtook the former highest of the former highest amount was for Yuvraj Singh, that was crossed by Morris, Chris Morris. Rail roko by farmers. Farmers. Next question, please. In which state has the Prime Minister launched Mahabahu Brahmaputra, a package of multimodal water connectivity projects that include 19.282 kilometer bridge, which will be India's longest across the river? Mahabahu Brahmaputra, a package package of multimodal water connectivity projects that include 19.282 kilometer bridge, which will be India's longest across the river, Very good. It is in Assam. Very important question, very important question. The next question, Dhubri Pulbari Bridge over the Brahmaputra river, whose foundation stone was laid by the Prime Minister, the longest bridge, which I just mentioned, 19.2 kilometers long, will connect Dhubri in Assam and Pulbari in which place, which district, which state? Is it Manipur, Mizoram, Assam, Meghalaya or West Bengal? This is the bridge that we referred to in the previous question. So the question is, where is Pulbari? Where is Pulbari? Dhubri in Assam and Pulbari. Very important question. Look, the bridge is going to come across Brahmaputra river. That is also important point. The biggest bridge is going to be across Brahmaputra river. Look, this bridge is going to substantially reduce the distance between the two states of Assam and Meghalaya. It is presently more than 250 kilometers, that will be reduced to a mere 20 kilometers. The northeastern states have been facing lack of development for many long years. Now they are getting more and more integrated into the heart of India with newer road connectivity. The answer is Meghalaya. It will connect Assam and Meghalaya. Center correcting historical mistakes of neglecting Assam, says Prime Minister, and the longest water connectivity project that includes 19.282 kilometer bridge, which will be India's longest across a river. And it continues to say that it will substantially reduce the distance between Meghalaya and Assam. Which among the following countries is not a member of Quad? Quad is a quadrilateral group of countries, a new alliance. China suspects this alliance, saying that it is going to be Asia's NATO. China blames that it is Asia's NATO. India, Australia, Japan, USA, Russia. The answer is the fifth option, Russia. So, Quad members very, very important. Quad meet, India, US call for rule of law in Myanmar. We know about political uncertainties in Myanmar. There was a political coup in Myanmar a few days ago. There are long protests that are going on in Myanmar to bring back democracy. US has already imposed a sanction. Now international communities, democracies are converging and giving strong signals to Myanmar military to bring back democracy in the country. Ninth question, name the Indian who features in the Time magazine's annual list of emerging leaders who are shaping the future. Emerging leaders who are shaping the futures. This is the list, emerging leaders who are shaping the future. Name the Indian who features in the Time magazine's annual list of emerging leaders who are shaping the future. Is it Narendra Modi, Disha Ravi, Arvind Kejriwal, Chandrasekhar Azad or Anurag Thakur? Quickly the answer. Quickly. Gauri says it is option number 1, Narendra Modi. Time magazine's annual list of emerging leaders who are shaping the future. Anjana says the option number 5, but the answer is option number 4, Chandrasekhar Azad, who is the leader of Bhim Army. We all know Bhim Army. So that is the answer, the fourth option, Chandrasekhar Azad. Bhim Army is Chandrasekhar Azad, 5 Indian origin persons on Times list of emerging leaders. Bhim Army Chief Chandrasekhar Azad has been featured in the Time magazine's annual list of 100 emerging leaders who are shaping the future. Important. My dear students, thank you very much for the kind participation. Please share the link to your friends so that it will become very popular, and that will definitely a great encouragement to all of us, my team and myself. Please give your comments, please like this program, please give your comments against this program in the YouTube, and follow us on our social media platforms. Thank you very much for the program. Goodbye.